Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the series of Python for beginners. And as you can see on my screen, today we're going to talk about file handling. So the topics that we're going to cover today are, first would be reading files, we'll talk about writing files, then we'll talk about how should we open a file, then closing files, then we'll talk about file objects, then methods to read a file, and then at the end we are going to talk about the modes. So before moving forward in this video, I would like to request that if you have not subscribed my channel yet, kindly do so. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So the first thing that we are going to discuss is modes or methods used for file handling. So first would be read. Read comes with R, opens the file for reading. So gives you an error if the file does not exist. So basically when you try to use read and your file is not present in your directory, it will throw you an error. R plus is for read and write. A is for append. Append is like what it will do is it will open a file for appending. So it will create the file if it does not exist. So you don't have to worry about it if the file is not there. It will create the file by itself. A plus is append and read operation at the same time. W is for write. It opens a file for writing. It will create the file if it does not exist. And W plus is again two operations, write and read. And then there is the option of X, which is create. So it creates the specified file, gives you an error if the file exists. Now let's dive right into the demo part. So in the demo part, we're going to talk about open. This is the first program. So I'll be checking in all this code into my repository and you can take it from there. So first of all, let's reach out. Now I'm going to go in my terminal. I'll go inside 60 cd 15, which is the change directory, file handling, enter, and I can do a dir over here, and you can see that we are in the right directory. So let's just clear this and understand what exactly has been going over here. So now what it will do, it is open a file. So this is the syntax, guys. So you have to give a variable over here, and then in that you have to write open method, and within the brackets you have to write the name of a text file. Now you can see I have already have a text file over here in which I have 4 lines written over here. So let's see how this works over here. Okay, so what we are doing is we are opening this file, and then we are having the values in my file, and then we are my file dot read. Now this is what we are trying to do over here, and we are going to print it. Okay, now in case you want to create a new empty file, you can use this. So open with X will write you a new file. Okay, so this is just one another way to do that. And every time you do something with open or anything, you work on any kind of file, just make sure that you close it. Closing a file is very important, guys, because if there are multiple programs that are working on multiple files, then it can cause an issue. So closing is one of the most key factor of the programs in file handling, and you can use with dot close method. So let us understand what exactly is happening. So let me just run this. So this is 01 open create, and you can see what is this. So this is what you can see, that it has printed 4 lines over here of what, of logicops lab.txt file, which is this. Let me show you. If I delete two of these and save it, what will happen? I'll run it again, and you can see that it has just shown you only 2 lines. So this is how this works in this program. But when I'm asking it to create a new empty file, it has thrown me an error. So this is the error, which means that file already exists, and that's what we know about X, that if the file is already there, it will not create a new file, it will throw you an error. So this file, if I delete it and then run this program again, clear and run this program again, you can see that a new text file is just created over here. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. So I hope you have understood how this X works over here, how to open a file and how to read a file. Okay, let's move on to reading part. So there are several other ways to do it. Okay, so let me just push this over here. Now what I'm trying to do over here is I'm opening logicops lab.txt. Okay, and I'm printing that file by reading it. Okay, so there are two ways. First is character wise. So when you have to do character wise, what you have to do is you can use read. So in read, you will give in this read function, you will give 10. So 10 is a number, you can give any number. So whatever file you are reading, it will read the first 10 characters and then it will print those. So that's why you use read. Okay, and in this we are using read and write. So let me just clean this and show you what exactly is happening over here. So this is my second program. So 02, hit tab, enter, and you can see, hi, you are in logicops lab file. This is the line you just added. Okay, so this is coming from where? This is coming from here. Okay, now in this we are reading character wise, we are giving 10 characters. So if you count, so let's see how it is. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and that's why it is printing 10. So if I give, instead of 10, 20 over here, run it again, you can see it has printed the first 20 characters of the line. So that's how it works, guys. This is character wise printing. Okay, now we are going to read and write. Now in this read and write, you can see the whole program. We are doing r plus over here because we are doing two operations. Okay, now this is the path where my program is present. Okay, so you can give the absolute path, and here I'm not giving any absolute path because it is present over there. So this is one way of doing it. You can give wherever you're I'm putting my file over here in this folder, so that's why I don't have to give the path, but you can give the path, and make sure that you are using /. Okay, because otherwise it would be a problem for you guys. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now this will take that file and it will return an object for this, and that's why we were talking about, right? So the open method, this is the open method, opens the file and returns the text input output wrapper object, but does not read the file content. It does not read the file content. So it will return an object to my file, and then you have to use read method to read whatever there is content in this object, and then we are closing this. So let me just clean this and let me just show you the file again. So what was my file name? Logicops lab text. This is the one. I'll run it again, and you can see it has printed the first thing, which is this, the first 20 characters over here. And then what exactly is printing over here? The same way. I mean, there are two ways. First way would be this, and the other way is this. You can give the absolute path of your text file. So this is what has been happening over here, and you can see that. So I hope you guys have understood it. Let's move back and let's talk about the right part. So there are again multiple ways to do it. What we are doing over here is opening a file. Let me clean this. So I have cleaned it over here. Now we are giving my file variable over here in which we have this logicops lab 3.txt. You can see there is no such file, logicops lab 3.txt. But what will happen? We are going to write a file. Okay. So LT is my list over here in which I have given logic. This is my new line character, ops, and lab. So I'm giving three values, and in a string we are just giving hello, and then this would be an escape character for it. We are writing the string. How? Using write method, and then we'll give st over here, and then writing multiple strings. So my file dot write lines. Write lines is another method used for writing multiple strings. So we are using a list over here, which is already over here, and then we are closing. Now after this, what we are doing? Checking the data. So how we check the data? We'll open the file logicops lab 3.txt with we'll be reading it, and then we are printing it. So let us see how this works. Right now you can see there is no file logicops lab 3.txt. There is no such file. So what will happen if I run this program? You can see logicops lab 3.txt is present over here, and this these particular three lines, in which 20th line is printing this, that the content is here. So we are writing in a file, and you can see when we use w over here, the file was not present, but now what is happening? It will create the file on its own. So you can see the content of this hello logicops lab. Now what happens if I give s over here? Would it give me an error? So let us run it. You can see it has printed labs over here, and if I go in this file again, you can see that it has been overridden, and that's how it works, guys. So what we learned today, that we can write in a file, already existing file, and we can override it, or we can create a new file using this w so that we can write the line in that. If you have to write the multiple strings, then you can use write lines of, in case you want to write multiple lines. And if you want to just write one single thing, then you can use a string, and that's how it works, guys. Okay, let's move on to the append part, and let me clean this. So let us understand append part. So my file is again the same thing what we are doing. We are using open function and we are giving logic of slab txt, in which we are giving a. We are writing a file in this. This is the line you just added. So like if I see my current logic of slab txt, we can see only two lines over here. Okay, let me close this. But I'm trying to write a line in this and I'll append something. Okay, so, and here I'm just closing this. So I'll just run this and let's see how it works. 04, enter. It has shown me no result, but what I have to do is I have to go inside logic of that txt, and you can see that it has printed, it has just appended something into my existing. So there are now two of them. If I run it again, what happens? You can see the content has been added and saved. So every time you run it, it will save that, and that's how it works, guys. So I hope you guys have understood it. Like we have talked about open create, we have talked about reading, writing, two operations at once. We have talked about the object that it returns. I can read it out for you again, which is this: the open method opens the file and returns a text input output object, wrapper object, but does not read the file content. And then you have to read a file content, you can use the read method using that object. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood it. If there is any issue, feel free to comment below and we will address that. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.